Hey Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Leo and take a look at what this full moon in the sign of Aries has in store for you. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. So Leo, this full moon that lands on October 9th in the sign of Aries highlights your ninth house of luck, expansion, and limitless possibilities. So it is a perfect time to put yourself out there, get creative, create a vision board, open yourself up to saying yes to the universe, because what you have here is Aquarian energy twice and Taurus energy. So you may have these placements in your chart. You may be dealing with others who have these placements in their chart, or you're just embodying the energies altogether. Right away, we have trust the universe. Trust that luck is on your side. I just heard. I feel like a lot of you are in the midst of manifesting, whether it's a new job opportunity, a raise, whether it is more abundant vitality and health for your body and mind. For others of you, this is a love connection. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that luck is on your side and that there is limitless possibilities and opportunities. They're showing me the Ace of Pentacles in my mind's eye. And I feel like could be something in the physical or earthly realm here. Finances, material gains, prosperity, health, and body. So unlimited potential, I feel, is yours at this time throughout the whole month, actually, of October, especially that second and third week. You may receive news that you've been waiting on, or even unexpected news. For others of you, I feel like you are attracting the right people at the right time. So do, again, believe in luck, because luck is on your side. Now, we also have Be Real with this Aquarian energy. If you are coming from a place of authenticity and what it is that you're trying to manifest is based on very strong emotions, I feel like you will be able to have what it is that you want in your life quicker, faster. And it doesn't mean that you are bypassing the work that needs to be done here, but I am feeling, Leo, for you, the more authentic you are to what it is that you're dreaming of, the more that you will be able to make and create and have happen for you. So really being real with yourself, being real with others, getting down to the nitty gritty of why you want something. What is the motive behind it? If you want $1 million, why? What is it that you would feel if you have that? What is it that you would do with it? Instead of just saying, this is what I would like, it's the perfect time to really dig in deep and take a look at the expansion, the growth, beyond just the surface here. So being real about what it is that you want to manifest is going to bring about a quicker or faster manifestation. Now we also have release control, Taurian energy here. So this is very powerful when it does come to manifestation, because we can't control, we can't hang on. It's very important for you to put it out into the universe, what it is that you want to manifest, and then not have expectations or control how it comes back to you. And I am seeing here that for a lot of you, there may have been certain expectations in the past where you were let down, whether it was in love, whether it was in career, but I'm sensing that you've learned a very valuable lesson and you are working on releasing this control here. They're showing me Hanged Man energy as well. So you're gaining a new perspective on something that was either stuck in limbo or restricted to you, but I feel like there is a new opening. It's almost like a new portal is coming in for you, Leo, and things that may not have moved in the timing that you had wanted are starting to shuffle around and starting to appear, as if they keep giving me the words magician and magic and manifestation, especially with that ninth house for you highlighted. Now, some of you may be seeing nines as well. Some of you certainly could be in a 9 personal year. If you're not sure how to find your personal year, It is you, let's see, your birthday, your birth month, and then we are in a 6 year when you add up 2022. When you break that down and add it all up, that's how you can find out what personal year you are in. Some of you may have a life path of 9 as well. So what we have here, we're going to dive into where your energy is currently at, what you will release around this full moon so you can manifest easier. We'll take a look at your fullest potential, your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths. We'll get messages from Spirit, Leo. And lastly, action steps to help you continue on your soul's path. So we do have the Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords, Libran energy here. Very powerful. So this Three of Wands showing up is about an expansion of opportunities. It is about you being able to see what else is out there, what's beyond the horizon. For some of you, you may have had limiting beliefs that have held you back, or you may not have thought something was possible. Perhaps you've always wanted to travel in your career and said, well, only people that do this are able to travel and live that life of luxury or abundance, or only people that can really love each other stay in love for a long period of time. Whatever it was that you told yourself, you're recognizing now that that's not always the truth. You're realizing that there is potential out there far beyond what you could have imagined for yourself. And I feel like you're drinking it in here in a beautiful, positive way, because the Queen of Swords showing up here, she is full of clarity. She's full of wisdom. When this Queen of Swords shows up, this is Libran energy. She's very logical and rational, but she sets healthy boundaries for her. She's full of integrity and honesty, but when she has her eye on the prize, there's no stopping her. She uses a mix of her head and her heart to lead her along the way, and that's what you're doing here. Even though the Queen of Swords can be more logical, I feel like the logic is fitting in to whatever you're doing here, and you're backing it up with the belief as well, which is just as important. So Queen of Swords energy, you're feeling good. You're having the clarity, the aha of what it is that you need to leave behind so you can fully move forward. And you can see that both of these females on this card, and it doesn't matter if you're female or male, but both of them are looking to the future. They're pointed this way here. So this is really powerful because they're looking out into the horizon. They're looking to what could be. But the Queen of Swords says, yes, I see the opportunities, and the Queen of Swords goes and gets it. So whatever you're doing, you're not just thinking it and dreaming it and hoping for it. You're actually doing the action steps so you can manifest. So let's take a look and see what you are releasing around this October 9th full moon in the sign of Aries. Now, Aries is a very action-oriented, go-getter type of energy. So you know that there's certain things that you need to release in order to get what it is that you want. And we have the Temperance. This is about patience, but also it is about divine timing. And that's what you're releasing. You're saying, yes, things may not have worked out in the past because it wasn't the right timing. Perhaps I wasn't ready, or perhaps things hadn't fallen in the correct place here, but you're recognizing that it's the reason why is because you needed to learn, grow, and evolve here, Leo. So divine timing is at play, and it's something that you are saying, I'm releasing control. I'm not trying to make it happen or force something to happen as you may have in the past. You're releasing control to the situation, and you're going with the flow. You're being real about what it is that you want and why, and you're trusting that the universe has your back. And the good news is, just when you do that, which it looks like it's going to be around this full moon, right when that happens, that's when luck shows up. That's when you have this limitless possibilities, this expansion. And you may be thinking, well, wow, if I would have known that, I would have released control a long time ago. That certainly could have been the case. But Leo, maybe we needed to learn more patience, or maybe we needed to learn that we had to navigate through something that may have felt a little stuck or a little bit even painful at times, but I feel like it did teach you some patience here. Let's see what you're going to focus on manifesting during this full moon cycle. What is it that you are moving forward in? Because you certainly see forward movement. Finally, after a delay, yeah, Five of Cups energy showing up. So what is it that you're manifesting? A brand new opportunity. When this Five of Cups shows up, and I read intuitively here, so in the past, I see that there was a situation that left you feeling disappointed, maybe because it wasn't happening in the timing that you had wanted, Leo, or maybe something was rejected to you at that time and it left you feeling a little bit, it could be depressed, it could have been betrayed, maybe you felt emotional loss or mourning, maybe there was bitterness or even forgiveness required or needed. But the good news is you've allowed yourself that grief to sit in it, milk in it for a little while, as we all do, we're human, but you're saying, you know, I'm not going to let that dictate my life. I'm moving forward. And you're seeing what opportunities are in front of you. And that's what you see showing up with this Three of Wands and Queen of Swords looking out there. She's going to pay attention to the opportunities that are right in front of her, not the ones that have fell, not the ones that have been abandoned, rejected, let go, whether that's a relationship, whether it's a job or a career, whether it is a negative health concern or issue. She's saying, well, I'm still alive. I'm still hanging on to the two flowers up here. I'm going to say yes to the opportunities that a spirit is putting in my path. And that's what you're manifesting. Brand new opportunities, Leo. So very beautiful. Let's take a look and see what your untapped spiritual gifts are. This is one of my favorite parts of the reading because a lot of times we know that we come into this lifetime with gifts, but we're not quite sure how to implement them or how to embrace them at 100%. So we're going to take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths and how you can use both of them to as a counterpart to work together. So untapped gifts. Again, this is something that you've brought into this lifetime, but you haven't quite mastered. It's like you kind of go little bits and pieces. This is the Ten of Wands showing up for you here. This is untapped. So you're sometimes an overachiever, Leo. You really want to achieve. A lot of you are healers. You may be empaths. When this Ten of Wands comes in, you can shoulder a lot. You can carry a lot of those heavy burdens. The good and the bad. We're going to talk about both here. With this being an untapped spiritual gift, yes, you may be able to go through a lot more than, I don't want to say the average person, but your soul came here to really learn some deep, valuable lessons. And sometimes they are painful. Sometimes they are filled with disappointment. Sometimes we have to learn how to not be codependent as well, because she can shoulder everyone else's concerns, pain, healing, worry, anxiety, depression even. So the downside of this Ten of Swords is, or excuse me, Ten of Wands is not always asking for help, taking on too much. Bringing others in to lighten the load is going to be one of your strengths that you can work with in this lifetime. You don't have to do everything yourself. And some of you Leos out there are saying, well, Melissa, I've had to do it myself my whole life. I get that. But we don't have to shoulder other people's stuff. What is their journey is their journey, Leo. We don't have to fix every single person that we come into contact with. And if anything, they're giving me enabling. So there may be some of you that actually enable other people to not live to their fullest potential because we're shouldering what they should be shouldering. And it's about not a selfish act, but it's about you caring for yourself first and foremost. Some of you are very, very big people pleasers. You may be perfectionists. Some of you are in the healing profession, either personally or professionally. But this is about taking on a lot of responsibility. Some of you work many jobs, take care of, I just heard, many children, or you've had to take care of many children, whether it was your own brothers and sisters, whether it was your own children or even grandchildren. Maybe some of you even run a daycare. But I'm sensing here with this Ten of Wands, this is about you being able to overcome and get through anything that life throws your way. Because remember, endings are actually new beginnings. And so what I feel is happening for you around this full moon is it's a perfect opportunity to let go of the things that you don't need to hang on to any longer. Perhaps this was some trauma that you've carried with you since childhood. And it doesn't have to be as you know, it could be something as small as some words that some mean kid said to you 20 years ago. It could be something your mother had said to you that you carried with you for this whole time. You may tend to grab onto those things and remember more of the negative than the positive. And if that is you, you may want to do some release work. You can do this on your own, whether it is writing down each and everything that's happened that you can remember or conjure up, and then burn, release, let go, do a full moon ceremony. For others of you, this is about staying in your own lane. And remember, that's not selfish. Yes, as a healer, you do want to help other people out, but remember that people only heal when they are ready, when their time has come to work on themselves. We can be the coach, we can be the mentor, the guide, we can be their caregiver, but to an extent here. So don't carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have a beautiful gift, and that is to take care of yourself. First and foremost, let's take a look at your gifts. To create balance, especially when there is imbalance with this Five of Wands. So it's interesting here. I have to point out you have the Five of Wands and the Ten of Wands when it comes to your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths, Leo. So the Five of Wands showing up as your greatest strength is that you can become a very, very beautiful collaborative piece of, I don't want to say piece of art, that sounds interesting here, but I feel like, well, some of you could be artists, but I feel like collaboration is your strength. If there is a situation that is difficult for other people to see a different perspective or a different side, that may be, some of you may be having that Libran placements in your chart where you're able to actually see both sides of a situation. That's your greatest strength. And the Five of Wands is saying that if there's challenges, if there's competition here, your greatest strength is to be able to overcome and work together. You don't have to constantly be in that competitive mindset. You know that by working together or by seeing things from either a higher perspective or being able to bounce ideas off of other like-minded individuals, that's when you thrive. That's when you really can grow. But sometimes we do tend to take on other people's stuff here. But the good news is when you get that double fives energy, you can embrace change. You can embrace the obstacles. I feel like you're very versatile. You're very adaptable. And you're like that chameleon. They're giving me a chameleon here. So you're able to kind of blend in with your environment, but don't lose yourself along the way. And that's why you have this be real. Be true and be real to your authentic self, what it is that you want instead of what everyone else expects or wants from you, Leo. So very powerful. Wow. Okay. So we're going to get a few messages here from your spiritual team, your ancestors, your guides, your loved ones. This could be even pets or animals that have crossed over. We're going to pull from the spirit messages and this new deck called Work Your Light. By the way, if any of you are interested in the cards that you see used during your reading or any above here, you can find all of that information in the description box below. All right, so let's get your messages from Spirit. They're giving me the name Joey or Joseph or Jones. It's a J-O, and I feel like there could be a flow to the Joe. Flow to the Joe. Please take that as it resonates. So we have here, oh, I love this. Okay, so we have You Are Not Alone, which I believe that came up earlier for you. You are not alone. Yes, because you've had that, maybe that independence for quite some time, and it may feel like you are carrying the burdens all by yourself, but know that you're not alone. It says, we are here for you, and we never left, Leo. Through all the sadness, the loneliness. However, it's hard to sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. Some of you have went through some sort of painful emotional loss, especially with this Five of Cups showing up here for you, but know that you're not alone. Spirit wants you to free yourself from the burdens, from the emotional distress, from the anxiety, from the disappointment. And sometimes we have to go through a grieving process. And I feel like you have done that, but at times we tend to how do I say this and put this kindly? We tend to wallow in it, or we tend to self-sabotage because of situations. And that's what Spirit doesn't want you to do. Self-sabotage. This is the opposite of the strength energy is self-sabotage. And remember that strength is you, Leo. You having that inner strength, you being stronger than you think, being gentle and compassionate and kind with yourself first and foremost. But when we're not feeling that compassion towards ourselves, we can let our weaknesses overcome our strengths. We can let those shadow sides really come in and affect our mind, body, and soul. And we tend to self-sabotage. And you have that showing up, and it says, when you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. So yeah, if you have limiting beliefs, if you have triggers, if you have any trauma or anything that holds you back from manifesting this life of your dreams or creating a life of abundance or love or health, maybe some of you, it may be beneficial to work with a professional, whether it's a coach, a mentor, a therapist, a counselor, or even see a doctor. But I feel like it's very important for you to, open your eyes, see what's going on, become woke as the new, I think that's the new wording for awakening, is to become woke. Because once you do, there's some healing here, forgiveness. I feel with that 5 of Wands, this is about not criticizing yourself. This is about not feeling like you are in a race and you're constantly competing with other people. There's a sense of forgiveness for not knowing what you didn't know then. It's okay, Leo, that you've had to endure some of these soul lessons. That's what you came here to do. But forgiveness is important. Forgiveness is key. Holding on to resentment or even anger can prevent or even suffocate spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. If you feel bitter or angry towards anyone in your life, including yourself, Leo, it's very important to release this around this full moon. Write a forgiveness letter, even if you don't send it to that person, for yourself to heal. Because once you release, you have a brand new beginning coming in here for you. And this beginning is built on unlimited potential, possibilities that are beyond your, I feel like beyond your scope of what you could see before. It's opening up and you're saying, wow, is that really possible? Is that within my reach? And it absolutely is. New beginnings here. Everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Remember, that's your greatest strength, we said earlier here. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now, life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. Yes, 3 of Wands and Queen of Swords. Both are looking to the future here. So really beautiful energies coming in, Leo. Your final messages from Spirit, we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. This could be a lot of you, maybe your soul purpose here. This could be connecting with a sisterhood, with a soul tribe, connecting with even your own sisters, whether they are blood or whether they are like family that are not blood here. Some of you may be in the beauty industry, cosmetology, or this could be about you being a spiritual healer. You may be a teacher, you may be a coach, a mentor, but Sisterhood of the Rose, knowing that you're not alone here. I just heard the name Rose as well. That may be a middle name, a grandmother's name, or some of you may have roses that you see down the road or in the future, or maybe you have roses that you are looking at, wearing, or buying. And then lastly, we have Starseed. It says, what lights you up, Leo? What lights you up? Because what it is that lights you up is something that really stirs your soul. That's the direction that you should go. But in order for you to believe in it, you must really be real, be authentic with yourself, really dig and go inward. So I love these messages from Spirit. Let's take a look lastly at how you've grown and what steps you can take to continue moving forward on your soul's journey. How has Leo grown? Queen of Wands, you've built some confidence. Beautiful. Leo, this is gorgeous energy here because some of you had to really move through jealousy, insecurities, your ego at times, because maybe you were vengeful, maybe you were bitter, maybe you were angry due to situations that have happened, people that you've been in, environments that you felt locked in, felt like things weren't moving, or you forgot that life was happening for you, not to you, Leo. But the Queen of Wands, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, again, the Queen of Wands, she's strong and she's confident and she embodies the energy here of inspiration, and she inspires other people to live their best life. And you didn't get there from, you never get to that king or queen energy unless you've been through things, right? The queens represent wisdom, and it's like all four queens are wrapped up in that Empress energy. So you're taking the steps to take better care of yourself, not carry the weight of the world again on your shoulders. And it does start with even little steps, believing in yourself, building that self-confidence. Some of you may have had solar chakra issues, maybe stomach area here. Some of you may have gained a little bit of weight in that stomach area, which can be about protection as well. For others of you, it's feeling confident in your own skin. It's about believing in yourself. Queen of Wands, she could be an entrepreneur. She's very well-spoken. She loves to communicate. She loves to travel. She loves to connect, but she does need her downtime as well, as does everyone. But this Queen of Wands is a multitasker. They love attention. They love inspiring other people. And I feel that in order for you to truly inspire, you must feel empathy, and you do. And that in order for you to fully embrace the energy of empathy, you must have went through emotional loss or some sort of disappointments in your life so you can teach what you have learned. So you've grown. You've grown from a situation or many situations that were damaging at times to the ego. All right. Or to the spirit, which the ego ended up kind of overtaking at times. And that's when we get that reversal of that Queen of Wands, that insecurity stemming up. Action steps that you can take to continue on your journey. We have the Two of Wands. Stay in that energy of being open-minded. Continue planning, but not just living in that daydream or that bubble that at times we tend to feel like that's our comfort zone. We dream and we wish, but we don't always take the action steps. So the message here for you is take that next step, whatever it looks like. If you want that job, put out the resume. If you want that love, then open yourself up to going out on a date or taking a class or putting yourself in situations that allow you to meet new people. If you want to make amends or forgive, maybe you need to reach out first to a family member or a friend that you've had a falling out with, or a family member. It's up to you to make that first step, because even though your ninth house of luck is showing up for you, it's not just going to fall in your lap. For some of you, it certainly could. I suggest, if you are someone who likes scratch offs or pull offs, you might feel a little bit lucky around this full moon. But for others of you, this is about taking that next step, whatever that may look like to you. And then I feel like luck will follow. It's like you're partnering up with luck, but you must make that first move. So very powerful energy here. They actually want me to go one more when it comes to action steps. What else do we need to know for Leo? Action steps. Oh, thank you. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. Opening yourself up, asking for help, collaborating, attracting that sisterhood, that soul tribe. And it doesn't have to be, family. It could be friends that you're attracting through a class, through a workshop, through a seminar, through anything that people are working together for the same cause or for the same goal. This is teamwork, again, collaborating, and that's a strength of yours. Breaking free from non-conforming restrictions, not holding yourself to be defensive, not saying, well, I'm putting up a wall and not letting anyone in, because sometimes you can see this wall here is made out of brick. But when you're willing to work together, when you're willing to free yourself from whatever it is that you've been through, because you can see etched into his skin is a lot: love, war, peace, pain, growth, opportunities. That is what you've been through, absolutely. But don't let it hold you hostage. Don't let it hold you prisoner here. Don't block yourself or close yourself off to maybe working with the right people, even co-creating with spirit. The big message here I just heard in my mind's, in my ear here, real loud and clear, is trust the universe. Trust that all will be well, because it certainly will. All right, Leo, that is what I have for you. Very powerful messages this reading. Utilize the energy of your 9th house in this full moon and expand that mind. Believe in limitless possibilities here. If you do have any limiting beliefs, it's time to eradicate them. Uplift. They're talking about reprogramming, because that certainly is possible. And if you're not sure how to, please reach out to, it could be myself, it could be anyone that is able to help you, a therapist, a counselor, a coach, a mentor that can help you reprogram those beliefs that hold you back. So that's what I have, Leo. If you like this, please feel free to hit that thumbs up. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'm sending all of you beautiful Leos tons of love and light. Thanks for tuning in.